What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We had a guest scheduled today, but life happens, so we figured this would be a great time to jump on. I mean, things are changing, evolving, growing, expanding, all that stuff in real time, right? And so, what a better way for us to just jump on, Mike and myself, and just kind of talk about things we're experiencing, things our members are experiencing, just you know pull the curtain back a little bit. And we've been in this unique place that it's kind of like something unique and special is happening here, right? And so it's been cool, Mike. So I mean, what's kind of been your experience just working through this shift, seeing how things are kind of evolving and changing?
Man, it's fun to see. I mean, from where we've started and how things organically have progressed. It's just been exciting to see. I mean, these conversations that we're having and the need for us in the marketplace is just becoming very clear. I think with every conversation and the fact that we're in the process of just putting together a network that full of athletes that have been through what we've been through, that have transitioned into awesome things and are just amazing people and accomplishing a lot in the community, and just to be connected to that and what we're doing in our mission is just exciting. So I'm looking forward to the growth, look forward to this podcast, and let's share what's been going on.
Oh man, absolutely. I know it's been fun. I feel like it's been, well, we're 2.5 years into it, basically coming up on 3 years, which is crazy. But in the last, what, like 3 or 4 months, it's kind of exponentially like grown, right? And
Yeah.
all these new ideas and the way that, just starting to align ourselves with the right people and getting into the right rooms and, just the way that this, I mean, it's been, again, it's funny. For the last, well, the first 2 years that we were in it, I mean, we had our ideology behind it and how we were running things and what everybody was experiencing, right? And now it's just like in the last 4 months, things have dramatically taken off in this way that now we're into the right rooms and in with the right conversations and growing in the right way. So I mean, how has it changed how you think about what we do and who we are?
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the biggest things that I'm realizing is we are in the process of creating access for people to other people. And we've always heard, your network is important, or your net worth is your network, or and we're seeing that more and more now, right? And what we're finding is there's a lot of people that want to support and help other people, and we're finding ways to connect everyone together. And having access to people that are doing accomplishing things that you want to accomplish, or know people that can help you in your journey, is just an amazing thing. And what I found coming out of school, out of a great university that's very loyal to their community and alumni and students and everything, but there wasn't a real connection on how to, or way to connect with people and know what people are doing, or know who to go to for advice. Or if you want to become an entrepreneur, how do I get connected to other entrepreneurs that can help me? Or if I want to be in medical device sales or pharmaceutical sales or financial advising, you just didn't even know where to even start. And what we're putting together is this database and network of people that do all these different amazing things. And to give people access to that is super valuable, super valuable.
Yeah, man, that's what I know. It's been cool seeing it, right? And like you said, I mean, it's one of those things that when you're playing, one of the unique benefits that you have, whether that is at the collegiate level or the professional level, is your proximity to those kind of resources, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, oh yeah,
especially, for myself being at Stanford, I mean, just the proximity that you have to some of the most amazing people in the world, right? And when you're playing professional sports, a lot of times being in the spotlight or being just surrounded by those kind of individuals, right? You're in those rooms kind of by nature, right? And so it's based on proximity. You're so close to all these great opportunities and these great resources and this great information. And for us, for me at least, the big mindset shift has kind of been, I mean, like you said, it's not this networking group. It's not, we don't sell these services. It's this infrastructure to that access, to that proximity, right? And so bringing these people together and creating these rooms and building out the way that, it's systems and processes to build this infrastructure so that you kind of recapture that proximity, right? And I
Mm.
love, just the people that we're able to talk to. It's some amazing individuals, and it's not money related great individuals, right? It's just great human beings and great people to be surrounded with. And so for me, it's been kind of that shift away from consumer social, right? To, no, we're actually building infrastructure to organize this access. And that part of it has been the most powerful thing, right? Because it's like if you need something, I mean, and we've seen it in our personal lives. It's like if you need something, just the proximity that you have to that access it's like it gets resolved in a day. And now you
Yeah.
know where to look, and the process to go out and find that information is right at your fingertips, which is pretty cool, right? And so that's kind of been, for me at least, the biggest mindset shift is looking at it, a little bit less like a consumer social or anything like that, and more about, like an ecosystem that creates access. And
Mm.
it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool in doing that. And, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot as we've grown, which has been cool, and it's good to always learn. And so what was kind of the biggest things that you learned through that like first phase?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I
I'm full of
think,
them, Michael. I'm full
yeah,
of them.
no, yeah, you are. What I learned that all the people that we have worked with, although they can be completely different, right? Meaning demographically, right? And age, all of the things, different sports, they all have similar trends and stories through their life, right? That we've been talking to, like people are part of the community, and it's amazing to hear the different stories, and right, and it's because there's things each athlete, if you're gonna, I was just talking to a family last night, like if you're gonna be an athlete and you're gonna play, especially at the college level or above, there's gonna be times of adversity and challenges, and there's gonna be times, unfortunately, at some point, injuries. Hopefully they're never serious, right? But there's a certain thing that everybody people go through. And so what's really been awesome to hear is, as we talk to these individuals, just to hear everybody's individual stories, right? Because it connects you to that person because you have your own unique story. And that's been awesome. Have been loving to see that and just hear that and just connect with people and continue to just learn more about people and just connect good people together and just build a great network, big, robust network of people that are helping people.
No, man, absolutely. I know it's been funny. That's like, for as different as sports in the world is now, it's like on the individual day-to-day basis, the constants are there.
Yeah.
That's what now with the NIL and the transfer portal and all these things that are going on, it's still, when you talk to an individual that's going through it, the experience is it's the same. It's the same thing. It's, these things transcend time. And, even talking to individuals, who played college athletics in, the 70s and 80s versus, kind of our era in the 2000s. And now these kids now, it's, for as vastly different as the world is and now getting paid and, all those things. It's like when you peel it back, it's like everybody has these moments that they're the exact same.
They're
It's like
hard. Yeah.
freshman year, the adversity, or,
Yeah.
I now, even talking about like, oh, I don't know what to put on my resume. I missed out on internships or jumping into the corporate world for the first time. And it's like figuring it out. I mean, it's funny seeing how just there's so much commonality in everybody's journeys. And like you said, I mean, whether it is the sports or how you grew up or the backgrounds or getting paid or not getting paid or whatever it is, it's kind of it's cool. It's maybe cool is not the right word. It's good for perspective to kind of understand that, everybody's kind of walking this path. And it's, I love the power in that for these college athletes of like, look at how many people have walked through it as well and went through pretty much the same thing, right? And everybody, the commonalities of going through that adversity are constant, right? Everybody overcomes those challenges slightly differently, right?
Sure.
But part of that is cool because that's like you said, and just building this robust ecosystem is cool because everybody has different perspectives, everybody has different personalities. I mean, we've been learning about our personalities, right? But how you're
Yep.
coached, how you perceive information,
Yep.
how you learn, how you grow, how you need to kind of be mentored, all those things. It's cool kind of, it's like sports, everybody needs to be coached a little bit differently, but so it's cool that everybody's unique perspectives just make this thing stronger. And so that part of it, again, for us is has just been so cool, kind of shifting away from, consumer social to this organizing these rooms. That's really what it is, right? Athletes want to be in these rooms, and when you get into these rooms, some powerful things happen, right? And so
Hmm.
us, that's that realization kind of has started to change everything for us. And so now, it's been cool kind of seeing people enter these rooms,
Yes.
enter into this ecosystem of access, right? And so what's kind of been, for you, the biggest thing that you see when people kind of join the ecosystem or come in, that first experience?
Yeah, and that probably depends on the individual person, and what you're willing to plug into. I mean, we have so many different professions that are already part of the community, and we're in what 40 plus states, and growing. And the access is there, and what's really exciting is like it's continuing to grow, right? So as you are coming on, you're becoming a new member and getting access to what we're building. You can feel confident that the network will become bigger, right? And what that means for you is you have access just to more people and more influence, right? And so I'm excited about that, right? I'm excited about the newest member joining the community and saying, "Hey, I'm currently doing this. I kind of want to move to this, or I'm currently doing this. I'm looking to grow my network." Where it's like, okay, let's do that. Let's jump in here and let's see what we can do, and let's connect you with the right people for you to be able to do that and get you access to those type of people that can help you progress your career or progress socially or whatever you're looking to accomplish. Because for everybody, Jake, I think you would agree with this. Everybody that joins Locker Room to Boardroom has a different thing, something different that they want to accomplish, right? And that's cool. You could want to accomplish something to find some more golfing buddies, right? Jake's a golfer. He's the one to call for that, right? And we have tons of golfers in the community, whether they played in college or coaches. And so that might be what you're interested in finding. Or it might be, hey, I want to help expand my network. It's to, eventually maybe have some lead partners that send business your way. So I love seeing that, man, because people in the community are experiencing these type of relationships and they're benefiting from them in whatever way they want to, in an appropriate manner, obviously. So I'm just excited to see people win, for them to get linked up with Locker in the Boardroom, have something that they want to accomplish, and then we be a little part of helping them accomplish it. You know?
No, absolutely. That's what, it's cool, like you said, just getting the chance to, I mean, we're in it so deep that sometimes it's kind of good to peel those blinders back off, and just look at that. But for us, it's like every conversation that we have, every new person that we get to meet kind of feels like we get reintroduced to Locker Room to Boardroom,
Yeah.
and that part of it is so cool, right? And like my favorite thing about it is just the the conversations. Like they're so powerful, they're so meaningful, right? I mean, it's not people that are in it to make a quick buck, right? You can't, there's no ego involved, right? I mean, we joke about this all the time. It's like, how can I have ego when I played baseball at Stanford and pro ball, and then you go talk to an Olympian? It's like, oh, geez, Louise, or something. It's that
Hmm.
that guard is dropped, and how much faster we're able to get into deeper conversations, right? And it feels like to this point, um, everybody that we get a chance to talk to is in it for the right things, right? They're in it to help others. They're in it to have an impact, right? And when you get in a room with people like that, man, it's like it's the most empowering feeling ever to just have this support network of people that their heart's in the right place, and
Right.
they're not, I yesterday I had a great conversation with this individual down in Denver, and it was 30, 40 minutes into the conversation. It's just like, man, this guy's not in it to make money, like it's people helping people in its true essence of that word, right? It's like it's just the most amazing human beings that have their heart in the right place. They're trying to create win-win-win stuff. Hey, if the finances doesn't come back my way, like that's not what I'm in it for. Like I'm just in it to help and create more opportunities and give back and have an impact on those around me, right? And when you get into a room of people like that, it's hard not to envision your life in a year or two better than what it is today, right? And that's
Yeah.
not, we
Mm.
were talking about this yesterday, that that's not about my bank account growing in the next 12 months, right? That's about every aspect of my life, and how much farther along I'm going to be as a human. We're all human beings, right? We talk about this. We're all sharing
Mhm.
this human experience. But when you get around and have those people that have your back, it's like, man, this things are going to be like, I'm going to be happier. I'm going to be more empowered. Yeah, I might be more financially successful, but I'm going to be more confident with my kids, more confident coaching, more confident being out in the community, right? And so that's like,
Yeah.
it's fun that every new conversation we get to have, whether it is with new businesses, new individuals, we've been fortunate to be on a bunch of Zoom calls recently with, some of these amazing organizations from across the country, and it's just like everybody creating something together to collaborate, to go out and just better the world.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah.
cheesy, but it's like
Yeah.
it's real. It's like really what we're doing in these conversations is, surrounding ourselves and aligning ourselves and getting in these rooms of people that are doing incredible things. They're incredible people, are extremely intelligent, motivated, passionate, walk with purpose.
Yeah.
Just like how authentic these conversations are, and then how willing everybody is to help the next person, like
Mhm.
that part of it. I love that. And again, that's help the next person in whatever they're searching for. It's fun when people come in with an initiative or something that they want to accomplish. And then, it's kind of like being back in the, like you have all these people from across the country who will get behind you and help you with that initiative it's a pretty unique thing. And that's what, it's just is so different than I feel like what most of us have experienced, and you kind of lose the people that have your back.
Yeah. Well, no,
uh,
what you're saying is so true. And what what's really cool is as athletes, we get it. We get a locker room. We get a non-selfish locker room where everybody's serving the team, right? Everybody is working for the greater good of the team. And that's what I've experienced with locker room in the boardroom. It's like people, it's kind of like a team environment again, where you got other people that got your back, right? That if there's something that they hear about that they believe could benefit you or know, and they know who you are and what you do or what, that's what's happening right now. Like organically, like people are sharing what other people do. They're talking about other people. They're supporting other people, and we're building this locker room to where you have people. I mean, all over the 40 plus states that potentially are supporting you, and that's cool to even think about, right? And those 40 states, it's not going to go below the 40 states. It's just going to continue to grow in the quantity of people, and so the opportunities or the chances of something positive happening, if you want something positive to happen, are just going to continue to increase, especially if you're leveraging the network, right? So,
oh yeah, that's what I mean. Again, it's like that locker room, right? It's people that will go through adversity with you, people that have your back, but people at the same time that will celebrate wins with you.
no doubt, no
That's
doubt,
also a pretty unique thing to have in life is
absolutely,
an ecosystem of people who will share in wins with you, right? I mean, it's too often we get caught up in competition or comparison,
yeah,
and it's hard to celebrate wins outside of, your family or whoever's, a couple friends or
yeah,
whatever, right? It's hard to envy and jealousy and all those things. And so much of what you experience is seeking that external validation and going through it, right? But now it's people that just that truly, genuinely want to see you win, and will celebrate in that with you, right? And so there's a lot to be said about, obviously this ecosystem is a huge proponent for going through adversity together, right? We were talking yesterday and the day before about like now it's people that if I'm going through something, like I can just pick up the phone and call and everybody has my back. If I'm down or whatever it is, like that's a cool thing to have.
Yeah.
But it's like people that we can just be like, hey, we're all doing this, and now everybody gets to be included. And look at this win, and we're yeah, we're trying to lock in the Dream Bowl for next year again, and now everybody come with us, and we just
Yeah.
all get to celebrate and have all these fun moments together and share in the glory of everything. And that part of it is so cool. And I love that part of it. Obviously, we get to experience this every day. I mean, what's kind of been the biggest feedback from people that you've been hearing?
The people are great. If you're connected to anybody and you have probably a single conversation, your feedback is the people are great, you know, and helpful, and they're thankful. That's what I've seen, and that's what I've experienced, and that's what I've watched. I mean, we have socials, we have one coming up, and we'll have more, and they'll be all over the country and stuff. But every time we're together and people are talking and just having conversations, it's very organic. We don't. There's no name tags. There's no speech. There's no anything like that. It's just you're in an environment with other people that have some similarities, and there's great things that happen, right? And there's great conversations. And what I always kind of look for is like if I ever, and I've said this, right? If I see phones coming out and people exchanging numbers, it's just like, okay, cool. Like there's some connection where they believe that they can impact each other in some way. And that means it's working, right? It's working. Like what we're doing is working and having an impact. So, but from what I hear most is the other people meet are great people, and they're people that they want to do, so hang out with socially and do business with professionally, and both are happening right now.
Oh, and yeah, they're definitely happening, which is cool, right? And that's what, you know, I keep hearing is people, it's great people, and it's almost like refreshing, to come into a room and be surrounded by like-minded people, right? People that understand each other. This again, there's no egos, there's no bravados, there's no, I always like to think that we're very laid back. But it is, there's no egos, there's no rules, there's no agendas. You don't have to listen to TED Talks, all of those things, right? And so the feedback that I feel like I'm hearing the most is um people are it's like people are searching for community, they want there's a need for that. People are seeking that, but they don't want networking. They want teammates,
Yeah,
they want people, like good people to be surrounded by. They want to get in these rooms, but they want to get in the rooms with the right people, right? And for us, it seems like we're starting to organize these rooms with the right people.
yeah,
And again, it's humility, it's grace, there's no egos, there's no arrogance, there's no people aren't in it for themselves, and that's what, again, it seems to be the feedback is almost refreshing. It's like a breath of fresh air to kind of step into this room where nobody's selfish. Nobody's in it for their own gain. Everybody's in it for each other, and so that's what, again, it's been cool. And that's kind of for us, at least for me, is realizing that this is so much bigger and more powerful than just events and introductions, right? It's building out these rooms, it's organizing this access, it's keeping that proximity, it's just dialing in all that stuff. And so with all of these kind of new relationships that we've been growing, these new businesses, these colleges, these partners, I mean, talk to us a little bit about how you kind of see everything. It's like a puzzle, like this puzzle coming together, how all these pieces play together, and fit in with each other.
You tell me. I want to hear your answer on this first, and then I'll fit in after that.
Oh man, it's for me it's been really cool seeing, we I touched on it earlier, but creating it's like win what this is the office win-win-win scenarios, right? But everybody that fits into this and plays this part, it seems like this puzzle is fitting together so well, right? Of how do we, now that we've started to kind of tap our dive into, creating these rooms and creating these ecosystems of the universities, the businesses, the alumni, all of those people that play so well into each other, right? I mean, it's, even for me, just kind of sharing my experience at in Phoenix with Stanford, was going down there and how the alumni have been waiting for moments like this, like waiting for engagement activities that are fun and powerful and cool, right? And so now, when you go down there and invite all these alumni out, I mean, alumni were flying in, driving for hours to come in, right? Just to be a part of this and get back in, and everybody's decked out in their gear, and that part's so fun, right? But bringing everybody back in and that, right, was just such this spark of passion, re-energizing to the alumni. We've kind of seen it with some of the stuff we've done here locally too. You kind of reach out to the alumni and say, "Hey, university wants to get you back engaged," right? And it's like, yes, it's emphatic yes of, I've been waiting for this. This is awesome. Too often, a lot of us experience just getting a biweekly letter in the mail asking for a check, right? And so now to actually have something meaningful to go back into, right? That's been really cool. And at the same time, having the coaches be a part of it is amazing, because now these coaches, everybody loves to re-engage in that way. For the most part, alumni are extremely passionate about their universities, right? And now if you can go back and get engaged, you're talking to the coaches, you're talking to the players, it just creates this environment that the coaches are seeing great results out of it, because now the alumni are a lot more engaged. They're a lot more willing to dive in and help the program, right? The alumni are having these reasons to go back in. The kids are now getting connected to all these alumni. And so now these kids are starting to network and find jobs or internships. And so they're seeing, a big lift up in the students, big lift up in the coaches, big lift up in the alumni, right? And so now as we kind of start with this to bring in these impact partners and these businesses, right? Now this room gets pretty powerful for everybody, right? For the most part, what we've experienced is a lot of organizations and employers want to hire athletes. A lot of athletes are looking to get out of the work world, right? But they don't know where to look. They don't know where to start. You talked on that earlier, right? And so now just being like, hey, here's a list of people who want you, and then the employers are like, yeah, this is the room of people that I want. It's cool kind of seeing how just the business professionals, the alumni, the colleges, and the students, this ecosystem, this like environment, high tides rise all boats, and that's what we're
Yep.
seeing as we're organizing these rooms, is like everybody is walking away from that. So far, we have not had one person walk away from that and be like, I didn't get anything out of that. Right. I mean, it's been extremely powerful in what's come out of that, right? And just engagement, passion, purpose. That's what, I joked about this some point at the end of last week, that I was like, I love Stanford athletics with my whole heart. I would do anything. I will watch every game. It's the only games, every sport that I'm standing up in my living room. I love Stanford athletics with my entire heart. But now that I'm talking to the players, I'm talking to the coaches, like I went to a game and now I know the kids competing, like I'm following their journey. That personal tie-in to what they're doing now has exponentially increased my passion for that university, right? And now just having those like personal relationships with the people wearing that uniform and out there competing on behalf of the university, man, it's like 10 to 100x of the passion that I had for them, right? And we've seen that with these other universities and these other things that we've kind of done this with, right? And at the same time, again, with these local businesses, you know, a lot of local businesses care about local universities and anything that they can do to support or jump in. Again, just creating these environments, creating this infrastructure in order to do it, and kind of organizing this access amongst all of these different partners. Man, it's been crazy in just seeing how much this stuff is taking off and seeing how, everybody now is looking for a unique identifier in the university level that's not just oil money thrown at your kids. You're never going to be able to compete with that, right? But any these unique value add like props for these universities are it's crazy. It's so much fun. And again, seeing how these journeys transcend time and everybody goes through something, everybody goes through these similar experiences. And now, some of these events we've wrapped in the parents and now the parents are bought in, now the parents see it. They feel like there's people out there that are looking out for their babies, right? I mean, I'm a kid now. I want my kid to get in these rooms of people that time for our members, our business professionals, just seeing how, you know, this additional stuff that has been implemented and how that's taking what their experience is with us to the next level, right? I mean, now it's not just again, it's not just consumer social. I don't like that getting wrapped up into that world or networking or whatever it is, right? But now these people are starting to have a reason to get back engaged or recall friends or jump back in with their school. And now these university or these business professionals are just kind of having that direct tie in with way more people. Like you said, I mean, this thing is growing and it's growing exponentially, right? And so now for our members that are in it and they've come to our socials and come to our events and gotten engaged on the site or whatever it is, right? Now it's just like their experience is amplified. It's so much better, it's so much bigger, it's so much more robust, it's so much more geographically, wide. And so now the experience that they get to get is massive in that way too, right? And so piecing this puzzle together has been pretty awesome. Is that the answer you wanted, Michael? That's a long-winded answer.
That's that's the perfect answer. No, I totally agree. I mean, and when it comes down and well said and articulated, um, when it comes down to it, for the members, for the people joining, for the businesses that are joining, for the colleges that are joining, like we're just working on making it better daily, right? We're working on making that experience better daily. And so it is
Well, it's
way,
like everybody is,
yep,
right? It's like every new person that
yes,
joins in is also working on making the experience better. You know what I mean? That's what,
immediately,
yeah, right.
immediately.
And so as we pull in all these people, it's just like they're all passionate about making this better daily. And
Yep.
now it's this cool, it's like a spiral of good.
Yeah, it is. And these, and
Articulated well, Michael.
for sure,
Uh-huh.
man. But all these new partnerships and ongoing partnerships, and it just makes it better for everybody. It really does. And each individual person makes it better. And that's what's cool. And it's just like each person, each organization, each college makes things exponentially better and makes the possibilities exponentially higher of something positive happening if you want something positive to happen with what we're building, right? Each single person makes it exponentially more possible for you to be connected to somebody that could really impact you. And that's cool, right? That's cool. And it's just like, if you want changes, if you want improvements, if you want to accomplish things, if you want to add more to your network, if you want to feel like you're back in the locker room, if you want teammates, there's all these different things. So I'm not telling you what you want, but if you want any of those things, plus just by getting connected to the locker room, the boardroom, you start that process, right? And it's not a huge effort step, right?
Yes.
It's a really minimum. We're working on the back end, but it's a minimum step to just get engaged and be a possibility thinker, right? One relationship can change your life, right? And so that's where we're
Yeah.
working.
Well,
That's
and
what
that's absolutely. And that part of it, the thing that I love about that part of it too is, not only is it's like every new person, every new partner, every new organization, every new college, just how everybody jumps in to help everybody win, right? We've touched on that before, and you kind of mentioned that there, but the efficiency at which you can win, right?
Hmm.
That part is it's phenomenal. I mean, that's what now again, as we kind of we touched on this earlier about the proximity, right? But now the efficiency that you can go out and better your life is unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast we can see these things just when you get the right people in the right room, how
Yeah.
much better everything gets, but how much quicker everything happens, right?
No
Because
doubt.
now again, we've when we're organizing these rooms and organizing this access and building these relationships that create this opportunity, now it's right there. It's, you can go out and figure it out and go out there and call people and work through it and, take 6 months, a year, or whatever it is. But that's like we've seen these things in like 24 hours, and that's
Yes.
what we've seen an organization call in, get them paired up with the university, and now everybody wins in that scenario in like 24 hours. Like
Yeah.
that's different, right? And that part of it is so unique, and that part just makes it so powerful is not only is it growing in this tremendous way, and now, everybody that comes in, it's these people helping people and these relationships and these opportunities. That's probably why we've seen this exponential shift in the last couple of months, like I said, right? I mean, it's the efficiency at now all these things happening, and now the rooms that we're getting into, now the rooms we're bringing these people in with us. Now it's like this environment is just this snowball is rolling so fast, and that the efficiency behind being able to get something done or to get better or to whatever you're looking for to have that basically be done immediately.
Yeah.
That's what with some of these college athletes that are looking to find jobs or curious to explore different sectors of the workforce. It's like, yeah, if they reach out, it's like 24, 48 hours. You have multiple conversations set up, right? And those conversations are with these people that we're talking about, great people that are in it for the right reasons, that are really there to help you, that have your back. But now it's a day and you got them all, right? I mean, that the efficiency is so cool, right? And so we love that. We love the podcast that we've been doing. That's kind of another piece of the puzzle. What do you like about the podcast?
Dude, I love the stories. I'm a communicator. I like to communicate, and I love to hear the shared struggles. I don't know. I love hearing people's stories. You know me. I like the train football guy, so I love the training stories, the overcoming stories, the battling back from injury stories, the stories about people hitting a wall. At some point, whether that's in high school for something based off of whatever, or in college. Um, Getting to know people, man. And everybody, even if you're a non-athlete, everybody has a unique story that's helpful to people, right? Helpful to people out there. And what I have found is the people that we've talked to, their stories are so phenomenal that they're helpful for us. There's literally things that I've got out of multiple podcasts that we do that I've like implemented in my life as far as a thought process,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Right? As far as the thought process, one foot in front of the other, right? You know? And so, like, there's different things that I'm selfishly, personally getting out of just having these conversations because these people have accomplished things and they've been through challenges, they've been through struggles, and they've overcome, and they're still in the process. We still all are in the process of growing and learning. But there's things that I've gotten away. So I've gotten from these podcasts. So I know for a fact there's other people out here that will listen to these podcasts at some point. It could be now, it could be in 5 years, it could be in 10 years, it could be in 40. Who knows? It's archived. So it's here forever, but there it's going to impact some people, and it could change some people's lives, and to be a little part of that process for me is phenomenal, and and fantastic way to spend my time.
Oh man, absolutely. That's what I love the stories. I think how much. getting to know people a lot better is a great thing about it, right? Just getting to know people's experiences in it. But just how much like deeper the connection feels off of them, right? I mean, that's what you said. There is definitely a lot that I've implemented too, right? I mean, we get to experience so much of this all just selfishly kind of being at the face of it, right? But everybody's it's funny looking back that, and we've seen these stories. There's a lot of commonalities in these stories, right? But even like looking back and just learning new things, or in my perspective, when I was going through it, like you do feel alone, whether you're going through an injury or something or adversity. When I hit 550 to 206 or whatever it is, it's like these moment of adversity, they feel so important and life changing, and you do kind of just go through it by yourself, right? And now just hearing all these stories, it's like everybody's going through it,
Everybody, everybody.
and everybody, and so that part, I love that, right? And I love that people have the platform to share it. We've heard so many times that it feels therapeutic, and it's like a trip down memory lane, and it's things that people haven't thought of in a long time. And even going through it for me, there's been a lot of things that I've thought of and like, oh yeah, and realizing the work that was put in, realizing the commitment that it took, realizing, almost what do you say, giving yourself flowers, like almost that, like,
Hmm.
man, I that was pretty cool what we were able to kind of accomplish and go out and do. And so just kind of seeing those moments in people and hearing these stories and creating those bonds and the connection all through that has been pretty cool, right? Because that's what, when people kind of compete and go through adversity and go through the struggle and have those moments, I mean, people want to grow and win together. And so that's what it's got me fired up. It's got me fired up for kind of what's coming and where we're going to. I mean, what are you most excited about?
Growth, just continue to grow. I mean, each, like we've talked about throughout this podcast, is like each new person, each new organization, each new college represents incredible opportunities for people, right? Incredible access for people. And it's just like to be a part of something that gives people access to opportunities and to people, right, is phenomenal to me, right? Because with the right, and we grew up in great families and from great areas, and you went to a phenomenal school, I went to a phenomenal school. So on the access, if you're looking at this access, we have a jump on a lot of people, right? We have a jump. But what's exciting is everybody's on an equal playing field with locker room and boardroom. You're now going to have access to all these different people. And so I'm pumped up to continue to provide that. So somebody, anybody, whether it's a college student or it's a professional that's just getting out into the working for world, or someone that's a seasoned professional that just wants to expand their network or whatever, can all jump in and connect with locker room and boardroom, and the opportunities and what you can accomplish are just, there's a wide range. And I love that. I love being a part of that process. I'm excited about the growth. I'm excited about somebody jumping in and say, hey, this is what I want to accomplish. And me and you and locker room and the boardroom feeling confident, then say, okay, let me point you in the right direction, right? Let me point you in the right direction. From there, you're going to need to do what you need to do, but I can point you in the right direction. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That's what, for me, it's so energizing, the impact, right? It's what you said too. It's the growth, the impact, right? And how, as we continue organizing these rooms, the impact that we're seeing in these rooms is phenomenal, right? And it's an impact for basically every 18 to 75 year old. It's
Yeah.
no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what phase of life you're in, no matter, if you're a multimillionaire, if you're successful, we got a room for you. If you're just starting out and you're lost, we got a room for you, right? I mean, just organizing those
Yes.
rooms, it's so energizing because of the impact that can be had, right? And like you said, with every new person we get to talk to, every new organization, every new college, these rooms are just getting better and better, right? And organizing these rooms, stepping into these rooms, now the impact is just growing. If we call if a business calls and wants to get in front of a university, now that we're gonna get in this room and create this scenario. And now we're gonna bring people with us that are all gonna elevate it. And we're starting to align ourselves with some of these businesses and these individuals that if we pull them in, man, this, their value, the impact that you see out of that is phenomenal, right? And it's because it's the right people. Nobody's in it for selfish gain. Everybody's in it for the impact. And so this ecosystem, these rooms are the impact is crazy. The efficient everything that we've kind of talked about, right, is crazy. But that's what excites me the most is every new person we talk to has some new room of immense value, and
Yeah.
that's what and they're so passionate about getting in, stepping into that room, right? And bringing people with them.
Yeah.
I love that nothing we do is one to one. Like nothing
No,
we do is one to one, right? Everything we do is 1 to 40, 1 to 50, right?
that's
All
true.
these people come with us, and now we pull somebody in, and now they bring 40 or 50. Now it's just like these rooms are expanding, they're growing, the impact that's coming out of these rooms. Man, it's so cool. It's so energizing. It's like every time that we get a kid that got to connect with a professional or explored a career or got an internship, or we have somebody that, hey, I made a new friend, or I found a new golfing buddy, or hey, my kids are starting to get around these people. Like, no matter what it is, these rooms are so cool. And so for us, for me at least, like organizing these rooms will, eh, as much as people might not see it, we are that is our passion. And we are doing that every single day, all day. Sometimes 4 in the morning, sometimes 10, midnight. I mean, we've talked till midnight nights, but we are just as passionate about this as we are. And that's where the true power lies in this. And that's where, again, we've realized that it's something's different. It's because the individuals that we get a chance to get in front of are just as passionate about the mission and the purpose. Even some of these organizations that are in the same spaces that we are, right? And kind of going after um the same target market. It's like everybody just wants to help everybody. The
Yeah.
collaborations that we've seen, the partnerships that we've seen. Um, Again, it's there's sometimes in business you get lost in, and yeah, that business can help me, financially, but great, there's a place for that, right? Now it's like it doesn't matter about that. It just matters about the people. And the people want to help, and the people are just as passionate about helping as we are. And again, it's every age, it's every profession, it's every background, every sport. It's the caliber of people that we get a chance to be surrounded by is phenomenal, and how much passion and purpose every new person we talk to has for athletes. It's
Yeah.
it's so cool, right? And it's so cool because there is such a need. This is such a market that's been underserved and undervalued for so long, right? And so now seeing people step into the space, and just everybody has that same goal in mind, and it's they want to have impact, they want to give back, they want to help, and it's not about them. It's about how can I create as much opportunity, have as much impact on those around me. And so now when we get this spider web going, I mean, it's cool seeing how big this impact is, right? And so it's fun. It's been awesome. But that's my rant now. Michael, you got anything in closing for us?
In closing, we're just excited about what's going on, and we're excited to continue to grow. Excited to continue to work on partnerships and relationships with businesses, schools, obviously individuals, but just continue to grow and build and possibility thinking, right? And that's what I say. I've said multiple times, and I go back to it's just like this whole business model is like the possibility of connecting with someone that can impact you or you can make an impact on. It's usually both from what we've seen, right? And it's exciting for me to think about the possibilities within even within the next month, right? There's some conversations that are happening within even within the next month of that can completely shift, um, or turn put this thing in, to a whole another level. So I'm excited about the growth. I'm excited about the people that we haven't even met yet, right? The people we haven't even met yet that will want to be a part of what we're doing and will want to be a part of what they're doing, and continue to grow and just make it better for each new person that joins Locker Room to Boardroom. So
Oh man, absolutely. That's what it's exciting. We're going to continue to organize these rooms, get people in these rooms. If you want access to these rooms, that's what we do, right? And so we love that element. I'm so excited about continuing to organize these rooms, pulling more people in. It's the right people, it's great people. Like you said, I mean, I'm excited to meet new people. We love meeting new people. We love hearing new stories. Again, everybody that we get a chance to talk to just furthers what we're doing and furthers the impact on those around us. And it's honestly one of the things that I love about what we're building is we get to bring in these cool people and show them off. Right? I mean,
yeah,
we get to highlight experts in what they do, and if people are passionate about something, we built a place that they get to go and be passionate about what they're passionate about, right? And
yeah,
that part of it is so cool, because we get to let people flourish. If they're great at what they do and passionate about what they do, then hey, we want you to be the best you can be, right? And all
yeah.
you can
No,
be, all you can be is you, right? And we have these people that are unique and crazy, experienced and perspective and humble and compassionate, and we get to lift those people up. And so, yeah, go ahead.
dude, that's a great point because the people we're surrounding ourselves with are phenomenal people, phenomenal in their profession and phenomenal people, impressive people. And so like we're looking to continue to build with people like that. That's and our self image is in a good enough place to where we want to be surrounded with people that are better, and do things better, or as successful or more successful. And we just want to keep up in the bar and the level of quality of people that we're working with and talking to, and those people want to do the same thing. And so we're building just a really, really a phenomenal environment. That's where we're in the process. And just like, for the athletes, your athlete to connect with Locker Room to Boardroom, um, you picked your school, right, partially on the environment. Hopefully one that you believed in and was going in the right direction. And that's what we're building, right? And that's what we're doing. So, but yeah, just wanted to add that in there, man.
Oh man, no, it's good, and it's definitely the right people and the right opportunities and the right rooms, and so we're so excited to continue to see this grow. And again, as we've harped on the last, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, we love meeting new people. We want, if you got a question, you want to get involved, reach out. We're gonna continue to push this ship, with everything that we have, and now we're fortunate that we're pushing with all these people around us, from across the country. And so we're excited. We got some very exciting things coming up. So yeah, please follow along, stay tuned, even just to support or watch from the sidelines. We just want to get the word out, get involved, get in touch with more people, just kind of get ourselves and the name out there more and more, because that allows us to have a bigger and better impact, on individuals. And that's what we're in it for, right? Is we're in it to have an impact on people. And so the more people we can have an impact on, we're excited about doing it. But thank you guys for listening in today. We're excited again. Stay in touch, stay tuned. We got some exciting things coming. So we'll talk to you guys here soon.